Good evening. Welcome to the Department of Transportation Draft 2025-2028 State Public Information Meeting. My name is Rose Tuka. I'm the supervising transportation planner for the STP unit. And with me this evening, I have the staff from the STP unit. We have Steve Janetti and we have Blake Bauer. Also, we have some DOT staff from different bureaus available to answer any question that pertains to their office. But before we go on, I have the Transportation Assistant Planning Director, Maribeth Wojcinski. She will tell you a little bit more about Title VI information.
Thanks, Rose. As Rose stated, I'll be starting with a few slides on Title VI and then on how to operate Zoom. The Department of Transportation's Title VI notice to the public is on the screen. If you need additional information on filing a Title VI complaint, please refer to this slide. This slide is also available in Spanish, and I'll give this a few minutes for you to read in Spanish if needed. No person shall, on the basis of race, color, or national origin, be excluded from participation or subject to discrimination in the development of the STP. A voluntary post-meeting survey is available at the following website, the DOT portal, portal.ct.gov/CTDOT survey, or you could scan the QR code that's on the screen and you could do the survey right on your phone. To see Connecticut DOT civil rights information, please go to the website online. That's the portal.ct.gov/DOT/ I can't say that word, business /Office of Equity /Title VI page. A recording of this presentation will be posted to YouTube after the event. Closed caption, including non-English translation options, are available on Zoom and YouTube. So how to view captions and subtitles in Zoom. To turn on this feature, select the CC button on the bottom right corner of the screen. This turns on the captioning. Then choose the language by selecting the setting wheels next to the CC button and select captions and subtitles. Then you can select your desired language. At the end, when we have the question and answer, if you'd like to ask questions, select the question and answer tool at the bottom of the Zoom webinar window. The question and answer window will open as seen on the right. Please type your question in the text box and click enter. If you are an audio-only participant, dial *9 to raise your hand. DOT staff will be reading these questions out loud for answering. I'll now turn it back over to Rose.
Thank you, Maribeth. And here's a STP presentation. What is the STP? The STP is a 4-year planning document that lists all projects expected to be funded either in part or fully with federal funds within those 4 years. The 5th year is strictly future year investment, which the department added for your information to show future needs beyond the 4th year. The STP has been developed in accordance with the terms and provision of the federal regulations, such as the Infrastructure Investment and Job Act, IIJA, and the Clean Air Act Amendment of 1990. Among other criteria, the STP must be developed every 4 years. It should list projects in priority order and be financially constrained by year. Projects listed in the STP must come from conforming state long-range plan and metropolitan transportation plan. The STP is a multi-modal document which includes investment in various transportation modes, including transit, highway, freight, pedestrian walkways, and bicycles. How is the STP developed? The STP is developed in accordance with the Title 23 of the United States Code. It is developed in cooperation and consultation with the 8 Metropolitan Planning Organization, the MPOs, and 2 Rural Council of Governments. Our office initiates the process by requesting from the Bureau of Finance and Administration the list of projects intended to be federally funded within the next 4 years. Finance and Administration, in cooperation with Engineering and Construction, Highway Operation, and Public Transportation, will generate the list and forward it to our office. Using this list, we will develop a draft list of projects. And this draft list of projects will be sent to each MPOs for review and comment. Comments received by MPOs are reviewed and addressed. This list is also sent to the Travel, Demand, and Air Quality Modeling Unit to start the air quality conformity process. Our office will develop the draft STP with consideration to comments and changes forwarded to us by MPOs. The state and MPOs will hold their public meetings respectively. A 30-day comment period on draft STP and STP is allowed for public review process. The MPOs must endorse their TIP and forward it to our office. Upon receipt of all MPOs endorsed TIP, we will compile all the TIPs and rural area project without modification to develop the final statewide transportation improvement program. Comments received during public period are reviewed, addressed, and may be incorporated into the final draft STP. And the final draft STP will be sent to FHWA and FTA for their approval. How are the STP projects funded? There are 3 sources of funds available for the STP projects. The primary source of funds are federal funds. These could be federal highway or federal transit funds. Example of these funding programs are listed in our STP narrative, and some of them I can list few. The National Highway Performance Program, the Surface Transportation Program, known as the Surface Transportation Block Grant, National Highway Freight Program, Highway Safety Improvement, Transportation Alternative, Congestion Mitigation and Air Quality, FTA Capital Programs, and FTA Operating Programs. A brief description of these programs can be found in the draft STP narrative. The major source of state fund consists of a legislative apportionment from the state special transportation fund, which includes the bond funds, the motor fuel tax, motor vehicle receipts. There are limited amount of local funds available. This is a caption of the financial plan of the 2025-2028 draft STP projects. This STP contains 355 projects and funded with 32 federal funding categories. It programs $3.327 billion in federal funds, which will be matched with by $723.5 million in state funds and $22.7 million in local funds, for a total of $4.07 billion. Of the $723.5 million in state funds, 14 1.64 million is programmed for public transportation operating assistance. Within the transportation mode, a total of 2.19 billion, which is 65%, will be used for highway and bridge capital programs. And a total of 1.1 billion, which is 34%, will be used for transit, which includes rail, bus, and rideshare capital and operating costs. And here are some major projects listed in that step. Now, they might look a little bit congested for you, so I have them in bullet points here. It goes from the I-91 interchange 74 construction on East Line, all the way down to New Haven Line power program. All the projects are sent to the air quality units for air quality process. And here are the air quality conformity findings. In response to the Clean Air Act of 1970, the US Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, established a National Ambient Air Quality Standards, NAAQS, for various pollutants, including ozone, its precursor, volatile organic compounds, and nitrogen oxide, particulate matter, PM, and carbon monoxide. The conformity process ensures that transportation projects contained in Metropolitan Transportation Plan and the Transportation Improvement Plan meet the goal of the NAAQS by means of each statewide implementation plan, the SIP. EPA has designated certain area of the country which the NAAQS have been exceeded. These are called non-attainment area. Connecticut is presently in non-attainment for ozone and in maintenance for PM 2.5, thus necessitating conformity analysis for these pollutants in their respective area. Conformity determination for ozone and PM 2.25 are found in the document entitled Connecticut Department of Transportation Conformity Determination Report, February 2024. The program and plan were found to be in conformance. The final draft STP has been made available for public review from May 1st, 2024 to May 31st, 2024, which is the end of our comment period. Advertisements have been placed in several Connecticut major daily newspapers notifying the public of the availability of the draft STP for their review and comment. The draft STP is available for review online at www.ct.gov/DOT/STP. It is also available for review at the various local council of government, and of course here at DOT conduct by appointment only. Connecticut NPOs have agreed to include in their public information meeting notice that an opportunity will be provided to review and discuss the draft STP at their public meetings for their TIPs. Rural Council of Government, the RCOG, also will provide and publicize availability of the draft STP document online for review. Again, the draft STP is available online. After review and consideration of all public comments and TIP endorsement by NPO, a final version of the STP will be prepared and submitted to the FHWA and the FTA for their approval. This concludes our presentation of the 2025-2028 draft STP. Now, if you do have any question, and this is the question and answer session, you can send in your questions by email to dot.stipcomments@ct.gov, by phone at 860-594-2020. Leave a voicemail, or via Zoom chat, following the instruction that was given to you earlier. You can view our projects at the portal.ct.gov/dot/STP. Our comment period runs through May 31st, 2024. And with us here, we have representatives from operating bureaus and from policy and planning to answer any question you may have. Again, Zoom question and answer is only available during live Q&A session. Thank you.